Uh, uh, All right, let's try it again. Periscope, what's up? Is it working now? All right, let's start over. Not starting over. They told me it was freezing, so I stopped it. Hey, mix me. They told me it was freezing, so I stopped it. Hello, Julian Mortree. I think I said that wrong. Daughter of Zion, Drea Victorious. Um, I'm back. Shelly, I'm back. Okay. Check this out. This is what I want to say. Pastor D, Unity Worship. Hey, people. Thank y'all for inviting. I guess I come ignored me the first time. Watch this. This is what I want y'all to hear today. It's not easy being you. Secondly, thank you, my friend. Secondly, terrible connection these days. Okay. Don't be moved. Don't be moved. Okay. I think it's clear now. I just did something. Parade. Say it again. Don't be moved. Don't be moved. I think it's clear, guys. Try it now. Don't be moved. Can you hear me now? I think you can. It's good. Now, everybody that has a flip phone, God bless you. Nothing I can do about that. All right? All right? But I'm going to pray for an upgrade for your life. God, give them an upgrade. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. But I know it's good now, okay? Don't be moved. I'm telling you, okay? Don't you be moved by what you see. Don't you be moved by what you say. Don't you be moved by the naysayers, the haters. Don't you be moved by people that's trying to thwart your blessing and block your blessing. Don't you be moved, okay? Some of you on here today, you are at a precarious situation and position in your life where you are at a place. Check this out. You are at a place, at an impasse where you think God is not listening to you. He's not hearing you. He's not showing up as fast as you think. But I told y'all this was going to be a month of mayhem, and God is giving blessings to people all across this planet, okay? And people are sending testimonies, and they're sending praise reports of healings and money that's coming to them and things like that. But the problem about it is this. Check this out. I don't want you to be moved by what you see, about what you see going on around you or whatever's happening around you. Don't you be moved to now, here it is, to remove yourself from a certain position. Let me say it this way. I was teaching my folks again about worship today. Worship does something for each and every one of us that you don't get sometimes. Worship, people of God, will make the devil stand down in your life. See, the problem is this now. Here it is. See, people need to understand the reason it's not easy being you because you have a mode of worship that they may not have. You have a mode of prayer that they may not have. You have a prayer language that they may not have. You are a study, or you are always in tune to the Spirit because you are in tune with your word that they may not have. The reason some of you can say it's not easy being me, boo, because now I've suffered for this. I've cried for this. I've endured for this. I went through hell for this. A lot of you on here right now, you've been through a lot in your life, and people always want your anointing, but they never saw the agony of what it took to get to where you are. A lot of friends, you lost a lot of creature comforts, you lost a lot of family members, you lost money, you lost a lot to get to where you are. That's why people can't have what you have, because they can't take what you took, which means you can't have what I have. People love to always criticize and try to critique something that they know nothing about because they see you in your splendor now. Okay, they see you where you are now. They see you shouting now, but they didn't see you crying at night under the bed, and you made sure your children went to sleep and they never saw you cry. And you got up in the morning and you made breakfast for them like nothing was going wrong. They didn't see your marriage on life support. They didn't see your engagement and your relationship on life support. They saw none of these things, people of God, but they don't understand it took something to get, because you had to go through a pressing, you had to go through a crushing, you had to go through beatings, you had to go through every bit of it. The word of God reminds you, Jesus said this, said, I offer my back for those that beat me. What he told us is this, that now I gave my back because I was beat, and by his stripes we are healed. Okay? And what God is saying, people of God, is this now, that he was healed, he was beaten for everything that you went through. But sometimes some of you feel like you put yourself in the position of Jesus and you feel like you took the blow by yourself. Some of you felt like everybody was against you. You felt like the world was against you. You felt like the walls were caving in. People don't have any idea Are y'all hearing this? Or what it took to get to where you are. So don't you be moved by what they do and what they say and what they see. They see now what's going on. And some of you, what they see now is not even where God is taking you. Okay, some of you are at a place where you broke, but you still act like you're a millionaire. You make broke look good. You make struggle look good. You ball out of control on a budget. Yes, you do. You know how to do it. You know how to manage stuff. You know how to make things happen. And people don't just see where you are. The devil is spiritual too. Like I told my people yesterday, the devil is very spiritual too. He doesn't see where you are. He sees where you're going. But the one thing, go ahead and shout back at your boy, that you don't understand, even though the devil is spiritual, he is not. Here it is, omnipotent. He has some power. He does not have all the power. He has some knowing, but he's not omniscient to know everything. And what we've done, people of God, a lot of times we've taken worship and praise, and we put it in our feet to shout, but we take it out of our mouth. See, you need to put the devil on notice, and you need to serve an eviction notice to him today, people of God, that you hadn't forgot how to open your mouth. See, the devil does not get scared because you wear a Pastor D shirt and they say DDL Ministries. You got a bumper sticker and you say, what would Jesus do? And you put a bracelet on, you know 2 scriptures, but the devil gets scared when you learn how to pray, poo. I'm telling you, when you open your mouth and you can call down fire from heaven, the devil gets to running, because the devil understands that there's some power in your prayer and some power in your praise. And you got to understand, it ain't just about shouting. Worship has to come out of your mouth. And so what we do, people of God, the devil has put some of you in a state of disillusionment, okay? And he has some of you just, you're illusion about everything that's going on in your life. Because let me tell y'all something. The devil has made some of you think that you are supposed to stay right where you are. You're supposed to settle right where you are. You're supposed to deal with this right where you are. You're supposed to accept the marginality and just accept the suitable and just deal with it right where you are. But I'm going to say something to everybody on here prophetically today. No, where you are is not where God wants you to be in the finale. See, people have tried to put a period on your life. Yeah, try to put a period on your life. Well, God put a comma, okay? And some of you are at a place where you thought the fat lady has sung, but let me give y'all a shout today. The fat lady is going on Jenny Craig. What? Yeah, the fat lady don't even have a voice no more. The fat lady lost weight. And some of you need to understand that your better days are ahead, okay? Your best days are ahead. I'm going to say it again. The fat lady, now she keep on eating. She done stuck her finger down her throat, boo. Because I'm telling y'all, the word says, he says, no. He made them vomit up riches and cough it up. The Old Testament, vomit up riches. The fat lady's going to vomit up your riches and going to cough up everything that they tried to take from you, okay? So don't you be moved by what's going on. The fat lady's going to give everything back that they tried to steal from you, okay? Some of you lost your joy, your peace, your sanity. You lost everything, but God's going to give it back to you, okay? All right? Some of you lost everything, and people don't understand what you've been through, but God's going to give it back to you. You've lost friends and family, and you've lost money, and you've lost associates, and you've lost contracts, but God's going to give it back to you. I ain't asked none of y'all to share. So everybody hit the share button now, because it's about to get better. Check this out. So what God is going to do for you today, everybody share. Watch this, y'all. You lost everything. And what God is telling some of you today, here it is. I may take you through a season. Check this out. Because now the seasons that you go through may be seasons where it appears that I'm not living up to who I say I am. So now you can go to the mountaintop, but then God will take you back to the valley. And people love to come to you when you're at the top of the mountain, but they don't never want to be with you in the valley. Let me tell y'all something one more time. I'm going to say it again. If you can't hold my hand when it's empty, boo, don't you reach for it when it's full. All right? If you cannot hold my hand when I have nothing in it, people love to come to you when you're on top of the world. But they never want to come when you're by yourself. They never want to pray for you because they think you got it all together. It's amazing, people of God, that people love to come when you have no struggle. They love to come when you in your good chapters, but they never show up when you're going through your bad chapters. It's crazy. They always show up when you don't need them. Is this helping anybody today? I want to be on a radio station. Man, I'll come do it for you, my man. All right? They show up when you don't need them. They always show up when you finally figured it out. But when I needed you, let me tell y'all something. This is one of the most hurtful feelings that you can have in your life. When you got people in your life that can assist you, but they never want to be with you in the valley. Let me tell y'all something. This is one of the most hurtful feelings that you can have in your life. When you got people in your life that can assist you, but they never want to be with you in the valley. Let me tell y'all something. This is one of the most hurtful feelings that you can have in your life. When you got people in your life but they do nothing to help you. Let me say it one more time. That's a bad feeling. Doing bad, but never when they're doing good. That's good, my friend. When you got people that you know can help bail you out of some things, because we always go to that 4 words, I'm praying for you. I don't need you praying for me right now. I need you to help me, okay? I don't need your prayer. I'm doing that for myself. I'm about to sink. I'm about to go under. I'm about to lose it. I see the problem with some of you on here today. You need people of God, that will intercede without your invitation. So what they will do, they'll show up at your doorstep and say, in the spirit realm, God put you in my spirit, so something's going wrong. So they're not going to even do a call, because they know how you are. When they call you, you're going to say everything's all right. They're going to show up to your defense. Some of you, the problem that you have is this: you break your back for everybody, but nobody breaks their back for you. So now some of you are frustrated and upset because you have nobody that can pour into you. I know I'm talking to somebody today. You do it for everybody, but nobody does it for you. You can't depend on people like they can depend on you. So I said it again, and I'm going to say it again. Some of you got the gift of compassion, where you want to help everybody, but people don't show you, and they don't reciprocate or replicate the same things that you do for them. So when you bless them, now all of a sudden you broke, they're nowhere to be found. All of a sudden you were without, your kids need something. All of a sudden they forgot to pay their phone bill. All of a sudden, oh, I didn't get the text message. Oh, something wrong with my phone. You know, ain't nothing wrong with your phone, but that's how people will do you. It's the agony of the anointing, because now God will tell you to be a blessing to other people when you know they don't even deserve it. I'm telling you, I'm dealing with it myself these days, people of God. I'm going through it myself. But I want to say to you on today, don't y'all be moved. It is not easy being you. Okay? It is not easy being you on here today. Don't y'all be fooled. Don't y'all be in between. It's not easy being you. People think they can be you, but they can't be you. Some of your coworkers think they can work your job, but they have no idea how much hell it took you to get to this point. They think you on easy street. It took you this long to learn how to do it. It's not easy walking a mile in your shoes. It's not easy taking care of your little bad kids. Some of y'all got some bad kids too. It ain't easy dealing with some of the stuff that you deal with, and you smile and you save face and you walk away, and you know you want to cuss them out, but you say, Lord bless them. I know I'm telling the truth on here today. I know some of you done said it recently. You walked away and you said, Lord, I'm praying for you. It is not easy walking into a place, and now you got to go back, and you are the baby mama, and you deal with all that drama, and you got to go back and you got to go look in his face, and he got another woman and done married the woman he cheated on with you with, and you got to look in her face, and you got to drop your child off, and you got to leave him with that. It ain't easy doing this stuff. See, the church always mess y'all little head up, and y'all think because y'all so powerful and y'all got all this Holy Ghost, y'all think it exonerates you from reality. It does not. Am I talking to anybody? It does not exonerate you from reality. Reality gonna hit you straight in the face. It is not easy for you to preach to people, and then when you get through preaching, they won't put but $1 in offering. I'm helping you preachers. Talk to me today. Been there, done that. Deal with them all the time. It is not easy giving your all to everybody. And then when you give your all, everybody wants stuff ready-made. They want a ready-made ministry. They sit back. They wait for you to die. They wait for your man to die, or they wait for your wife to die. And they just sitting back and hoping things happen. They want everything ready-made. They don't want to work for nothing. And then now they want to just jump into something, but they did nothing to help you push your vision. It is not easy dealing with people around you, and you know people, they are now plotting your demise, but you got to show face and act like you don't even know it, because now real anointed people, let me say it one more time, the real anointed people on here today will testify that anointed folks show real maturity, just like Jesus, and they invite Judas to dinner when they know Judas is going to betray them. Wow. Are y'all catching me today? I'm telling you something. It is something. Let me say it this way. The problem with some of you is this. Don't you ever critique a seat that you never sat in. Some of you never sat in certain seats, so you can't critique what these people are going through. As a pastor, I'm not very quick to just jump on people because they miss church, people of God. Sometimes I don't know what they're going through. They are not as strong as me. They haven't been in God as long as me. So sometimes I got to be a pastor, just like I've done for the last 2 days, and meet them personally and say, what's wrong with you? I had two of my young ladies yesterday say, I did not think this meeting was going to go like this, because prior pastors would meet them, and now the first thing they want to do is throw them into hell. Let me deal with the dysfunction. Let me see what's spiritual behind this and what's underlying and what issues I need to deal with, because it's not easy being them. See, are y'all catching what I'm saying? I think it's easy being, because I can deal with anything, but I'm not them and I'm not you. So you can't deal with stuff that I can deal with. Are y'all hear me today? All right. You might deal with it in another way. You might decide, oh, y'all hear me? But we can't be so quick to throw people to hell. We got to give them the same level of grace that God has given us. See, what we love to do, I'm going to help y'all today, and I got to go periscope. We love to go back and purport like we've been perfect our whole life. Church folks, y'all get on my nerves, all right? You just kept your legs closed for a good 2 weeks, and now you want to point the finger at somebody else. Don't get quiet now. You just stopped drinking, and now all of a sudden now you want to tell them to stop drinking. You just stopped clubbing a good 3 months ago, and you ain't been to the club, but you was probably watching Soul Train and getting your good dance lines on, even at the house by yourself, and you want to tell everybody else how to live right, and you just got yourself together. See, let me tell y'all something. I was in church, and I thought because they wore big hats, and they wore long skirts, and they had the woman in white and the men in black, and they had the district superintendents and the district missionaries and the bishops and the elders. They had all this stuff. They had the regalia, the pomp and circumstance. They had on the clergy collar. They had on the big robes. They had on the big chains. They had all this stuff on. Alligator shoes so thick it looked like they went in the swamps of Louisiana and just made the shoes and killed the alligator on spot. And then I realized that church folks that have titles, seeing too. Y'all quiet, Periscope. Then I realized that long skirts come up just like short skirts. Woo! I realized that people shouting in church was sinning too. See, y'all quiet, Periscope. But then I wasn't quick to just point the finger at everybody, because I had to realize too that the church don't tell you it ain't that easy staying saved and living saved. Yes. It ain't that easy. Because the church thinks now, magically, when you get saved, all of a sudden, it exonerates and everything goes away. The devil, full-time objective, it's a skill, steal, and destroy. Okay? Kill, steal, and destroy. Paul comes around and he writes this, people of God, now, here it is, that now, God comes to bring life and life abundantly. But the problem is this, people of God, in order to get to where you are, you got to first learn how to go through. Y'all talk to me, people of God. You have to learn how to go through before you can reach this level of maturity and anointing. Okay. And if the church would have told you that, see, one of the problems with the church is this. We teach people how to dance, but we never teach them how to manage their misery. Okay? So you extrapolate yourself from the seats in the sacred synagogue, and the winds of life blow. You walk away. You've had those moments with God, and time you leave, we don't teach you how to manage it. We teach church people, watch the shout, how to put on a church face. It's not easy being y'all. How to faith it till you make it. Yeah. We teach people how to shout over stuff and mess and high-five your neighbor, and you don't even like them. But you high-five them anyway. We teach people. I know I'm telling the truth. I don't teach people this, but I'm saying religion, dogma, people that are archaic in this thinking. We're not reaching millennials because we're so archaic. We're trying to reach an iPad generation with an 8-track mentality. We're not reaching people because we're teaching them how to do church, but we're not teaching them how to live life. Come on, people. We're teaching them religion, but we're not teaching relationship. So today, as the prophet of Periscope right now, I know it is not easy being you. Okay? So I want to apologize on behalf of all this heretic teaching and tell you it is not as easy as you think it is, but it's worth it. Okay? Those that suffer with him will reign with him. Okay? Then the word tells you, after you have suffered for a while, the God of grace will strengthen, perfect, and establish you But you can't go through, people of God, and get to that perfection and that strength and that establishment until you first learn how to go through. Everybody can shout over the promotion and the business and the success. But can you shout when you have no contracts, when you have no money? Everybody can shout over the breakthrough, people of God. But can you shout with that burden in your heart? Everybody can shout while you coming out. But can you shout while you in the midst of it and you can't see your way out? You must first learn how to go through. And when you learn how to go through, that's why you can look the devil flat foot in his face. Look these naysayers flat foot in their face. No weapon formed will prosper. Look them right in the face. And you got to remind people, you have no idea what it took for me to get here. Okay? And I'm telling you, people of God, the problem is this. You got to learn how to do it. So let's say it again. I'm going to start over and I'm done. Just recap. It is not easy being you. My scope froze up. I was talking about David. He was at the table. He was at the table, people of God, all right, with the king, and he was grievously vexed by the Spirit of God. Check this out. He hurled javelins at David. Check this out. Some of you don't understand. The word says he was noticeably absent from the table. What happens in your life, people don't understand that there are situations that will knock you a death blow, and it'll feel like you depleted and defeated, and it'll make you lose your appetite. Right? So now your position will become your peril, and now positions can become poisonous because people love to try to critique something they've never done. But when you get into a position, people love to try to look at the splendor and the luster of it, but they don't know what it takes to get to that point of your life. Let me tell you something, people of God. David was sitting at the seat, and David's seat started to become his setup. Here's the shout, y'all. It was his setup. David accepted the call and the anointing over his life like most of you have on here today. But now when he accepted the call, now the position felt like his peril, or his obedience felt like his oppression, or the anointing felt like agony. It's a sad day when now you do the will of God, but now when you do his will, it feels like God is far away than he is close. Am I here helping anybody today? Some of you felt like that now. God, I did it. And it felt like you left me. Are y'all hearing this? God, I said it. Now it feels like you're gone. Anybody ever felt like this? God, I was obedient. And it don't seem like it's working out for your good. If you're honest, authentically anointed people and gifted people will say this, because the enemy does not just throw one thing at you, he throws two. I told you again, we took in worship and we put worship in the wrong mantra and put it in the wrong box. We took worship and we put it in our feet. We should have kept it in our mouth. And now when you worship God in spirit and in truth, the problem with this, y'all, you got the worship in spirit and truth. But the problem with church is we have form of godliness, but we deny the power. The issue with church is this. We know all the steps, but we have no power. We know where to run at, shout at, lift our hands at, quiver at, but we have no power. You got to have power, people of God. Let me tell y'all something. Don't y'all be enamored by the audience or enamored by the crowd just because they can lift their hands, just because they know what to shout at. I'm going to tell y'all something. The devil know how to dance too. The devil know how to sing. The devil know how to preach. The devil know how to play the organ. Don't y'all be, come on now, don't y'all be fooled by that foolishness, okay? Some of you on here today, you got to ask God to give you a keen level of discernment in your life where you can see it for itself, where you can make the decisions for itself, where you can do it for itself, for yourself. And I'm telling y'all something, God will give you peace in that area which added no sorrow. Some of you are crying yourself to sleep at night because you have no peace. It's hard being you. But the second thing I said is this. It should be even harder getting close to you. I'm not telling you to be conceited. I'm not telling you to be arrogant. I'm telling you to be cautious and cognizant of who you let in your space. That's the problem with some of you. You letting the price that God has made some of you virtuous women, you letting your price fluctuate down too much, my friend. Yep. I'm saying it again. You letting it go down too much. No. Your price and the value to be around you should stay up. If they're going to be around you, then they need to understand, people of God, being around you comes with the cost. Not that you charging them, but you can't let everybody in your space. Ladies, you can't let everybody around spirit in every itch and ear in your home. You can't let every coworker, you can't go out to happy hour with everybody. The reason some of you are frustrated because the antagonistic forces of the devil has come against you because you are anointed. You're not going to get away with it. Are y'all catching me today? I'm just got to be honest with you. It costs being you. And because it costs being you, stay up. Stay woke. Don't go back. Don't give in. Okay? Married ladies type of 2. Watch this. People always want what you want, married ladies. But they don't understand. Every now and then, the grass ain't greener. It's astroturf on the other side. People always want what you want, what you got, but they don't take the time to cultivate it. Right? People want your man, but they don't know how many times he done cheated on you and you stayed together and y'all worked it out. And they see how lovey-dovey y'all together now. But they don't know what it took to get there. Is this helping anybody today? People want your fiance and your boyfriend, but they don't understand how many wrong ones you dated to be with for God to bless you with the right one. Because the enemy's his enemy's cunning, guys. He's cunning. Loves your green grass. The enemy is cunning. He'll make everything look like, let me say it this way, I'm done. Everybody appears to be happy on social media. Throw your wig and go catch it. Anybody wearing a red wig? Go throw your red wig and go catch it. Everybody appears to be cunning happy on social media. Pictures, everybody happy. Everybody shouting. Everybody praising. Every church is a mega church. Everybody got a good relationship. Every picture is a beautiful picture. I'm talking about you got 2 kids and a half a dog named Nuck Nuck, and you got a white picket fence. Everybody looks great on social media. One of the most successful relationships are not on social media, because most happy couples don't post about their business all the time. Y'all think I'm playing? Seriously, most happy couples don't post all their business. Spirits and y'all eyes want to see everything, so y'all get mad. And I'll be tripping sometimes too. I'm like, okay, you done put all your business on social media. So if y'all break up, I need to know, because that's our relationship too. Are y'all hear me today? I need to know. You done put all your business there, so when y'all didn't get together, when y'all broke up. Girl, I didn't know. You didn't post it. You post everything else. Y'all know y'all got people that do that all the time. I'm just being honest. You didn't tell us like this y'all relationship. I'm just being perfectly honest with y'all, people of God. And today, I'm saying this to everybody out of my mouth. I'm done. Go get my shirt. It says, even the ones who post what food they fix. Oh, my Lord. Woo! We can turn this scope to a whole nother scope right now. Don't be stuck up. Be selective. Okay? Somebody type this. This is one of the mantras I give you in the relationships. Lengthen your patience, but don't lower your standards. Okay? Lengthen your patience, but don't lower your standards. Some of you are at a place. Lengthen your standards, okay? Don't do that. Don't you get to that place where you lower your standards, lengthen your patience. A lot of times you want to just push God into a box and tell him to do what you want him to do. You got to lengthen your patience, but do not lower your standards. I'm telling you today, don't do it, because the devil will make it appear to look like it's great, but it's not great for you. So you'll lower your standards and you'll accept something that God has not ordained for your life. All right? I'm not turning to this relationship scope. I got to go. All right? Don't lower your standards. Somebody type that. Don't lower your standards. Because this is the crazy thing, right? I'm gonna throw the pastor head off. For real, for real. I'm about to throw the pastor head off, and I'm finna throw it. Spiritually, I just threw it off. Watch this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want y'all to hear this. I've been doing relationship topics for a year now. But if you do one-on-ones with me, I'm as real, relevant, and relatable, and a little bit raw as they get. I'm gonna say this to you, ladies. I want to say this to you, please. Seriously. Y'all ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. Watch this. Y'all ready for this? Seriously. If you gonna do it, and you know it ain't the will of God, you gonna be the other woman, gonna be the side chick, you gonna accept that? That's what you cool with that? That's what you gonna do? I ain't gonna be churchy at all right here. Can you get something out the relationship? I'm done. Bye. I'm saying. Just something. All right, mama. I'm just trying to help her. I'm sorry. All right, bye. Prophetess, I'm sorry, I didn't say that. Okay. If you finna give your whole soul away, and you just gonna go to hell, and you happy about it, I'm sorry. You said it before I did, Ladybug. Can you get your bills paid at least? I'm all right, Mom. I'm sorry. Don't y'all tell nobody I said that. Cause I'm gonna delete this broadcast. But Lord, can He pay your rent? I'm just saying. You going to hell? I'm just saying. Ain't no pastor gonna tell y'all that. I ain't telling y'all it's right. You already living foul, living wrong. Boo, can you get something out of it? Matter of fact, can you, if you're gonna go over there and you're married, can you get our rent paid, boo? Oh, can you get our mortgage paid? I'm just saying. I don't care if y'all don't like it. I don't like it. It's blasphemy. It's the truth. If you want to go to hell with gasoline drawers on, you want to do it yourself, at least get you some gas money, boo. Get your tank full. Get your kids some school clothes and get you some Christmas presents. Now, if you're going to do it, go all out. My dad would tell you, if you're going to go to hell, fringe benefits, mama, go to hell in style. All right. Ain't no pastor going to tell y'all that. They going to tell y'all, faith till you make it. If you're going to go to hell in style. Pantry full. Y'all know what I'm telling. All right. Make sure you got some groceries in the house, my friend. Make sure your kids got some lunch money. Make sure they got some milk money. Anyway, I'm done. Periscope, I'm out of time. Gucci loafers. Help me, Lord. Gucci loafers. Anybody catching that? I'm just telling the truth. But it's the truth, right? And that ain't y'all problem. But if you gonna do it, go. That's what make it hard for, because I got you, my friend. But it don't. But if saved just, that's right, my friend. I see you kiss straight at 79. I'm just telling the truth though. If you gonna go out, go all out. Just do it all out. Do it big. If he sugar daddy, then let him buy your car, boo. I'm just saying. But when you get your life, hey, Miss Freya, I ain't say this either. Sir Pedro, I ain't saying none of this. This ain't me talking. But when you decide to get your life back together, and you decide to get your life right, can y'all do Pastor D a favor? Can y'all not have them spiritual church moments and give all his stuff back? Man, y'all crazy. No, God, I got this when I was the devil getting this, God. So now I'm going to say, you said now what you would do, Lord, is this now. You said, here it is, the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. Y'all better use some scriptures. God at that time, he was wicked, God. But now I'm righteous. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Y'all giving back 3-carat diamond rings and getting back cars and stuff. Y'all crazy. Y'all better keep that stuff. I'm saying, point to get the money. All right, I love y'all. I'm telling y'all be doing too much. Okay, no pastor ain't gonna tell y'all that, but I'm just saying. Juanita, and she crazy for it too. I wouldn't have gave none of it back. Now, see, I understand that you say you're not trying to keep some of the memories, but let me tell y'all something. A T-shirt and some pictures, them more memories than a car. Okay? If he bought me a Cadillac and I'm a lady, I'm good with that memory. Why y'all quiet? I'm cool with that. All right. 3-carat ring. I may not wear that ring when my next boo married me, but I'm appointed and get enough money to buy the next one. Why you quiet, ladies? I'm sorry. All right. I did, huh? I'm just so Pedro. That's just the truth. Church play with y'all too much. Just saying. All right. All I'm saying, if you're going to go all out and do what you're going to do, I'm just saying, if you're going to go out and do it in style. But if you're going to be that virtuous woman, you're going to hold yourself up, you're going to wait for God to send, then God bless you. Do that in style and do it big that way. Show a man that you don't need his money. He is not your financial plan. He is not your stimulus package. And show them you can do it without them. I'm just talking about the ones that got the little ratchet and hood in them. Because everybody on here, let's just be honest, everybody on my scopes are not saved. I know that. So I'm balancing it, but I'm telling the truth though. Okay? Are y'all hearing that? All right. Why keep stuff that's a soul tie? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, my friend. Certain stuff, yeah, I believe in throwing out. You might want to do that. And so if you think that 3-carat diamond ring a soul tie, go pawn it and get the money for it. Don't give it back. I'm being straight with y'all, okay? All right. Some stuff is a soul tie. Certain things you do, throw away, burn. Don't ever look back. But if you're that virtuous woman that's holding yourself up, that's keeping yourself together, don't say I ain't gonna do it, then hold yourself up. All right. But there are two dynamics on my scope. You got the saved and the unsaved. Everybody on here is not saved. Okay. All right. And some of them saved and they got struggles and they got problems. And that's the war of the flesh and the spirit. I'm going to teach you one more time one of these days. You towing that line. The spirit say do this, but the flesh say don't. The flesh say do the opposite. Spirit say do the right thing. The flesh say do the wrong thing. Right? That's true. That's true. Now, I'm done, Periscope. I'm out of time, but I'm out of work. Listen, go register for my Eventbrite, Anointed to Prosper. All right? You need to learn Anointed to Prosper. Let me ask y'all a question before y'all get off it. I got to get my followers up because y'all not following me. How many of you follow me on YouTube, type of 1? If you don't, I need you to follow me on YouTube today. I got to get 10,000 followers. I need 9,000 more. I am behind. God bless you. Thank you, Kestrel79. I know some people might get upset and frustrated with what I said. Don't matter. It's Pastor D. Lewis. Pastor D. L-O-U-I-S. But if I can't keep it real with you, you don't need to be on my scope. Because it's wrong with church. Church is not. Y'all are at a lot of churches where preachers, just because they've gotten a title now, just because they've become a pastor now, just because they forget they had a past. If you were with a pastor like that, you need to find your real pastor. Because it's funny that preachers, they get titles and stuff now, and they forgot what they used to do. And they're so quick to point the finger at everybody else. I'm telling y'all the truth, y'all. Y'all need a pastor that's going to tell y'all the truth. That's going to be real with you. That's going to be straight up with you. All right? So, somebody type that, Pastor D-L-O-U-R-S. I need y'all to follow me on YouTube. Who's going to do that today? And Instagram, Pastor Lee Lewis. If you're not following me, can you type a 2 and tell me you're not following me? We all need God. We're going to always need him. Always. That's why he died. If you're not following me, will you follow me today by typing in 1? Say, Pastor D, I'm going to follow you on YouTube, Pastor D Lewis. And I'm going to follow you on Instagram, Pastor D L-O-U-I-S. Please do that today. I need the rest of you guys to go sign up. We got 12 spots, 12, 15, something like that. Thank y'all. I mean, some of you guys get on Facebook, on Instagram, Periscope with me all the time, but you don't follow none of my other social media channels. Pastor D Lewis. Thank you, my friend. The last one, how many of you are signing up for Anointed to Prosper? I got 12, 15 slots yet. It's Anointed to Prosper. It's on Eventbrite. It's a 3-part webinar. It's $30, guys. It's $10. I'm giving it away. It's free practically. Anointed to Prosper. Anointed to Prosper. Anointed to Prosper. I lost my way to the mosque. Anointed to Prosper. If you're going to sign up, if you haven't signed up, type a 1. I'm going to teach you holistically how to live according to God's word in your health, finances, relationships. I'm going to say a lot. It's a lot of information. I'm going to give it to you. At the end of the session, you're going to have the webinar, the PDF. I'm going to give it to you. All you got to do is go back and look at it. It's Anointed to Prosper. Type a 1 if you want to sign up. Hello from Russia. Thank Miss Dandelion. Miss Dandelion is my scope scribe. But I'm streaming from the UK. Man, that gets a lot of people. If you're from another country besides the U.S., do me a favor. Tell me where you're from right quick. I just want to recognize these people. Nurse Nicole, send me a message, my friend. If you can understand what I'm saying, comment t'appelles tu, je m'appelle Dietrich, ça va, très bien. That was French for some of y'all that don't stay woke. Y'all didn't know I could speak French. Saudi Arabia, England. Look at these people. Wow. Anybody else? Bonjour. Hey, bonjour. Kestrel, 79. Ça va. Come see, come ça. So. Anyway, feeling some type of way. That's what it means in French. I'm done. Periscope, I'm out of time, but I'm not out of word. Zambia. Hey, Zambia. Y'all think I'm just running my mouth. That's French. I had 100 in French. And my teacher actually called my mother because I just goofed off on the test. Because every test I passed, adios, will make 110, 115, 120 on my French test. She called my mother. I'll never forget. Told my mother I was goofing out because I made a 90 on the test. Why in the world would you call my mother? I had 110 average. There's no way I could have not made an A. Brian Mercy flipping predictive text. I don't know what you just said, but okay. So yeah, I did take French. So I'm really speaking real French. Okay, coming top of that too. Okay, you got to see Kestrel. Kelaratia means what time it is. I was asking what time it is. I say, hello, my name is Deatrice. How are you today? I'm doing well. Blah, blah, blah. That's what I just said. Now, y'all stay lit. Y'all stay woke. I'm out of time, but I'm not out of word. See you later, alligator out the wild, crocodile. Y'all be blessed. I'm done. Y'all be good. Y'all crazy. I'll talk to y'all soon. If y'all ever want to sow in our ministry, I'm sorry, it's www.pastordlewis.com. All right? www.pastordlewis.com. Be a blessing. I love y'all. Last thing. Hey, Dr. Mel, I will be. Can I do a sermon in French? One of these days I'm going to do it. I'll be in Jackson, Mississippi this Friday. If you are in Jackson, anywhere around, and this Friday night at 7 o'clock. I think the name of the church is Potter's House, but I don't think Bishop Jake's preaching Jackson. So I just think that's the name of the church. So I don't know. Anyway, come to Jackson. This Friday night, I'll be in Jackson, Mississippi, speaking and ministering, prophesying, doing everything. All y'all hear me? Everything. I'm coming to work, Jackson, Mississippi. If you are in the area, you need a word from God, you better show up Friday. You're going to be glad you did. All right? See you Friday. Y'all be blessed, Periscope. I love y'all.